All right, in 3, 2, 1. All right, let's go. What's going on, Heroes? Poetry4 here, and welcome back to Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Now, we don't have any packs to open today, or we do have a few packs, but that's not what today's video is about. As I've said, I'm going to showcase one, maybe two decks today, and we're going to take them into the Versus ladder. So, I'm going to go here to my deck manager, and I got a bunch of weird decks here. Most of these are just like half-finished pieces of crap. But this one here, Under the Mountain, is the mill deck that I've been running. I've actually been doing kind of decent with it. It doesn't win all the time. In fact, it only wins about half the time. But it's a fun little mill deck, and we're just actually we don't need to edit. We need to. Can we view? Can we get a different view? I didn't want to clone it. I guess I should pay attention to what these. Yes. All right. So if I view it. All right. I've never done this before, so edit, and if I hit save, no, okay, I don't know how to, give me a second to figure this out, guys. Okay, well, I can't figure it out, so we're just going to go into it. So these are the only Pokemon in the deck. We got a Durant here, and we got Bunnelby. This Durant, the special thing about this Durant is that it has Scrape Down. It's a 2 energy attack. If it has any damage counters on it whatsoever, you discard the top 4 cards of your opponent's deck. Now, how we get to that, because some opponents will try to avoid attacking him, is we have Rainbow Energy. Rainbow Energy, when you attach it to a Pokemon, it gets a damage counter. So it's a way to aggressively do Scrape Down without waiting for my opponent to go on the offensive. Because usually my opponent, if they're smart, are just going to wait till they can one-shot him. Now, 70 HP isn't a whole lot, but we've got... Let's see if we can find it real quick. Oh, come on. There we go. Fighting Fury Belts to help us survive more. That 70 HP turns into 110. Almost as good as a Stage 2, so a pretty bulky basic with the right tool on it. Now, Bunnelby here. Bunnelby's kind of cool because he's got Burrow for 1 energy, discard the top card of your opponent's deck, and Rototiller, shuffle a card from a discard pile into your deck. Rototiller is used every once in a while, but this is mostly about the Burrow, and most especially because of the Alpha Barrage. So he actually gets to attack twice, which means he can Burrow twice, he could Rototiller twice. Some turns I've done 1 Burrow, 1 Rototiller, but it's really about that double Burrow. So it's really all about discarding cards from my opponent's deck, and I've even got a few trainer cards to help me with that. Not many, but there's a few. Mostly hand discard, actually. We've got Team Rocket's Handiwork, which is, if I'm lucky, I can get 2 heads and go ahead and open up with discarding 4 cards off my opponent's deck. The idea about this deck is that I slow them down to the point that I've milled so much of their deck that they can't come back. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't, but sometimes it works. Flip 2 coins for each heads, discard 2 from the top of your opponent's deck. I would love to have this in full art. I do have my 2 full art Team Skullgrunt that I pulled the other day, because the other half of this deck is the slowdown, because if my opponent's got options in hand or options on field, it doesn't really matter if they're drawing options. So this way I can see what they're running and also get rid of some of those energy cards in their hand, because it's all about that energy stall. We got Delinquent here as well. This is a little tech 1-of to deal with anyone who plays stadiums. Discard the stadium card, and then they'd have to discard 3 cards. It's a pretty fun card. It's kind of my favorite tech, to be honest. We got 4 level balls, or I think we're down to 3 now. 3 level balls to help us find our Durants and our Bunnelbys, because they all have 90 HP or less. We got Professor's Letters to help us out. We got Ns, Sycamores, Skylas, Lysander. I got 2 of those here. Pretty good card. Great way to stall for this deck. I'll usually send out a Pokemon on the bench that has the highest retreat cost possible that doesn't have any energy on it. And Brock's Grid is just a way to build myself back up. Now, the meat of the deck is really this card right here, Team Flare Grunt, because as I said, it's all about slowing my opponent down while I mill them out. And this one allows me to discard an energy attached to their Pokemon. Between 4 Team Flare Grunt, I think 3 or 4 Versus Seeker in this deck, and then I also have 2 Enhanced Hammer, which is a trainer card that gets rid of special energies. Between this and Team Flare Grunt, and now that we also have the Team Skull Grunt, the idea is to discard their energies, keep them from being able to respond, and then destroy options in their deck and thin out options in their hand. So that's the deck right there. We also have the Lurantis Blitz. We'll do a couple games of that later. Right now, I want to showcase this deck a little bit in Versus. Again, it's not going to be like anything top tier, but it's a really fun, gimmicky deck that sometimes works, and it's hilarious to actually see your opponent get decked out. Now, again, I'm not claiming that this is going to be like awesome top tier gameplay here, but I promise it will be fun. So let's go into the Versus ladder. And I'm at 70 points on this current ladder. I haven't really been playing a whole lot of Versus, to be honest. I've been really busy, haven't had much of a chance to actually play Pokemon TCGO. But if we can get to this 100, we'll get 2 tickets for tournaments and such. So, under the mountain, and let's see if we can't find an opponent. I found one right off the bat. Okay, I'm a Team Magma guy. I have advantage, but they have a fire deck. Alright, we'll see how this goes. I get to call the coin flip. I like going first. And I got heads, so I will be going first. Because if I can draw Team Skullgrunt or Team Rocket's Handiwork at the start, I drew neither of those. But you know what? I've got a really good start right here. Because I have the Rainbow Energy on deck already. And I can level ball to pull up a Bumblebee to the bench. So, my opponent had no Pokemon. I only had the one. Oh, we're looking at a Litten. Alright, let's play this. And we're going to get a Bumblebee. And throw that on the bench. And we're going to throw this on here. Now, assuming that my opponent doesn't try to bite me next turn, though I expect they will, we'll put a Rainbow Energy on it. If not, we'll throw a Grass Energy on it. But I don't want to play either of these supporters right now, because it's not really going to give me anything that I can really do to mess my opponent up right now. And this Rainbow Energy in hand is a really clutch card, because if my opponent chooses not to act, if they're scared of this scrape down, then I'll just, you know, take the preemptive choice. But we're done with the turn. Let's see what they're going to do. I'm a little scared of the fire typing, to be honest, because Durant here is weak. Bouffalon. Oh, and he went... Oh, but he put it on the... He put it on Bouffalon. Ooh. Ooh. I gotta take a look at this Bouffalon. I've never seen him. Does 40 more damage to my grass types. Ew. Let's see if we can't pull up a Fighting Fury Belt of our own, because we're gonna need it. Yes, there we go. Fighting Fury Belt. Alright, then we throw that on Durant. And we don't want to give my opponent more cards in hand, so instead of in, we're gonna play Sycamore. Alright, Enhanced Hammer. So we hit that double colorless energy, screw them up a little bit. And then we're going to scrape down. Mess them up a little bit. So what I want to see is a Delinquent, actually, because my opponent is playing Scorched Earth. Ultra Ball, okay. Okay, so they went for Torracat. Ooh. Ooh, okay. And then they're gonna end. You know what? That's fine, because I mean, this hand's not the worst hand I've ever seen, but I really want that Delinquent right now. Didn't get it, though. Max Elixir, okay. They did get an energy, okay. Okay, that hurt, but I'm still standing. I'm still here. We got a Bumblebee to throw to the bench. We got a Durant. I'm going to throw this Durant on the bench. We're going to Grass Energy that Durant. And we're going to see if we can't hurt my opponent a little more here. We are going to Team Rocket's Handiwork. Nice! 4 cards gone. All right. Oh, that felt good. That felt good. Scrape down. 4 more cards. Now, if they get any heads next turn, this Durant is going to die. So that's unfortunate. But, ooh, Nest Ball. But they're down to 19 cards, and I still have half my deck left. Alright, let's take a quick peek at their discard pile. So I got rid of some Floatstones, Town Map. Oh, I got rid of Oranguru. They got 3 tails. Did I just see that? They got 3 tails. Yes! Okay. We're going to Team Flare Grunt because that's going to get rid of their fire energy. We're going to Rainbow Energy this Durant. And then we are going to Scrape Down again. That is hilarious that they missed like that. Do they have any energy in hand? If not, I got them on lock. If they have no energy in... Okay. So they're shuffling cards back into their deck. Cards like that and Brock's Grit are the reason why I don't really play this mill deck much anymore, but it's still a really fun deck to play. They're down to 17 cards. Do you have any options? Do you have any options? Lysander. Okay. Okay. They're desperate at this point. That's fine. Okay. So we will end. Alright. That is giving them more of a hand, but at the same time that is thinning their deck. So now we attach this. Let's go ahead and play some... Ooh, yes? For later. That's going to be good. And Trainer's Mail again. We can grab a Versus Seeker. Sure, why not? Now what we do here is that we burrow twice. And I hit a Sycamore and a Fire Energy. Oh, this guy's gonna be struggling. Alright. Incineroar GX. If he can get... Okay, there we go. Fire Energy. That's fine. That is fine. Does 20 more damage for each of your benched fire Pokemon. So that's standard 5. And he's determined to kill that Durant, which, you know, again, is perfectly fine. Let's see what happens here. We're going to... Oh, we got a Bumblebee to throw on the bench. Fighting Fairy Belt to put on this Durant. And then we're going to Team Flare Grunt away that fire energy. And now we Scrape Down. Got rid of another fire energy. Okay. Okay. I wonder... I could... Yes. Yes, we're going to Lysander out the Bouffalant. Because what's the Bouffalant going to do? And then we burrow twice. Okay. Let's see how many more energies he's got to throw away. Because I can Versus Seeker out that Lysander and do it again. What's funny though is that right now, realizing that my opponent, if they don't kill me right now, they won't get the opportunity to, because they have one more turn after this. They have to knock out both of my Pokemon. They have to do one right now and one next turn. And I think I've actually got... Oh, they're just like, screw it. Let's deck out. Let's go on in. Discard their hand. Draw that one last card. Let's go. Okay. Well played, mister. In turn. And that is how you win with a mill deck. Again, not saying this is like anything top tier or anything like that. He was playing Incineroar, for crying out loud. But sometimes it works. What do we get out of our prize box? 50 Pokecoin. That's cool. Players MVP, none, because I didn't kill anything. Trainer tokens 10, mystery box 1, bonus wheel reward times 5. So I got 5 trainer token times 10. So that's why I got 50. Only took 8 minutes to play that game. Alright, let's take a look at my opponent's deck. Alright, so they had Incineroar, 1 Elren Guru, Nest Ball, Rare Candies, probably to get to the Incineroar. Scorched Earth. You know what? I'm a big fan of Scorched Earth. But without a means to get the energies back, it's guy's deck is a little awkward. He's running a lot of energies, too. 16 energies is a lot of energies. Okay. That's all good, though. Like I said, it's not a top-tier deck. I had advantage, too, so it's not really going to give me a whole lot of points for that. We're going to see if we can't take this deck all the way to completing this tier here so we can get these tickets. He has advantage. Now, if I beat him, I get more points. We want heads for firsties. I don't get to call firsties. He's almost assuredly going to call first. He's letting me have first. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Cool. So, he's going to mulligan, so I get to draw an extra card. So, let's see what he's got in his hand. What are we dealing with here? Dive Ball. Well, I already knew it was water. Maybe Greninja? I don't get to see much going on with this hand, though. Okay, and I will draw my extra card. After he chooses a Pokemon. Yes, I would like to draw a card. Because the more options I have, the better. So, Trainer's Mail. We will take the Team Flare Grunt, because that's going to be useful later. And we do this. And this. We don't really need more energy right now, but... I think we're done. Hi! I think we're done. Let's see what my opponent can do. He's probably playing the new Golduck. I've seen that new Golduck in action. Wonder what water Pokemon he's going to get. That's going to tell us a lot. Staryu. Oh, he's playing that Starmie. He's playing the Energy Recovery Starmie. So I'm going to have a little trouble with that one. What's this attack? Confusion Wave. Okay, so that confuses both of us. Alright, let's do this. I got a Skyla. Okay. So we'll play Skyla. Because Confusion Wave, there's not much of a point right now in bothering with that. I could try to Team Skull Grunt him. Next turn. I have nothing that's going to really help me here. I need more Pokemon in play, though, so let's grab a Level Ball. We'll grab a Durant for the bench. Alright, we're going to throw that Durant on the bench. We're going to attach an energy to it. Come on. There we go. And then I'm going to play Professor's Letter, mostly just for deck thinning purposes. I don't have a whole lot of energy in my deck. Oh, no. Oh, no. That is not good. I mean, most of my energy ended up in prizes. And this is a deck that does not take its prizes. Oh. I should put a Rotom Dex in this deck. I should do that. I will attempt a Burrow. I will attempt to burrow again. Oh, come on. I'm about to just straight kill myself. Well, that happened. Okay. So you're about to see an example of where this deck is not working. Unfortunately, with all my energies and probably my Pokemon in here as well. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. I guess that's a deck now, huh? Because it only requires one energy to do that attack. I should build that deck. Double Jet and Starmie. Because Space Beacon. You discard any one card in your hand, retrieve 2 energies from your discard pile. And then for 1 energy, this Golduck is doing 120 damage for Double Jet. So, pretty good, I have to say. This is actually a really strong deck. And then you've got Octillery for a bench. Alright, I've lost this one. I'm actually up against a pretty strong deck right now, and I can't really do anything about it. He doesn't even, yeah, he doesn't even need a discard, dude. Alright. I'm pretty boned. Yeah, I'm pretty boned. I think I've lost this one. Mountain Munch! Do what I can! Yeah. I should build this deck that he's using. This looks like a fun deck. Octillery. You know, Octillery, Golduck, Starmie. It works. Alright. I know he can get the 2 energy, so that's this game. Dude, just finish it. You already got it. Just finish it off. Finish it off. Bursting Balloon, why do you even try? It's like he wants me to kill myself. Dude, okay. You gonna double jet for 1 or 2? I imagine you're gonna double jet for 2. There we go. Would have just done that from the beginning. Because that was my last Pokemon. So, that's a defeat. That's okay. Like I said, it's a fun deck, but it's not gonna win every time. Especially against a really fast energy managing deck like that. Decks that are very good at managing their energies are gonna walk all over this deck every single time. Because the deck just does not have the way to keep up with something like Space Beacon Starmie. Alright, we're just going to do one more game. You know, just a tiebreaker. We've got 1 win and 1 loss. So, 1 more game to wrap it up. And then I think we'll do another... We're going to do a separate video for the Lurantis Blitz deck. We'll do a separate video for that. Maybe after. I have advantage. I had advantage in the... No, the other guy had advantage in the last one. I lost the coin flip. Okay. I bet you I know what I'm dealing with, though. I bet you I know what I'm dealing with. Cool, they got a mulligan. Oh, I forgot to put that on the bench. Are they going first, or am I going first? Okay, there we go. Now I'm done. So I've got literally all of my professor's letters right here. Okay, they get to go first. Ultra Ball, okay. I have to say that I am not familiar. I know what Unknown does. You put it on your bench. This person's just kind of like milling themselves. They double colorless the Combi. Oh, how I would love. Oh. Oh. Do I want to just Team Flare Grunt it? I think I do. Let's just Team Flare Grunt it. And then we'll Mountain Munch. Got rid of Town Map of all cards. This is weird. They're just attaching random crap. Oh, there we go. And we're gonna do this. Let's see what else we can get. Ooh! Ooh, we got all kinds of sexy options for next turn. Not for this turn, unfortunately. Brock's Grit. Brock's Grit isn't really gonna help me none. I'm gonna call it a done. Because I don't really need any of that stuff right now. But we are going to scrape down for 4. And now I bet my opponent is wishing that they weren't so quick to mill themselves. Yeah, very quick wishing they didn't mill themselves. Do I want a Team Skull Grunt? I think I do. Okay, they have 2 Jolteon and a special charge in their hand. So I'm not too worried. We'll throw this on Bumblebee. And we'll scrape down again. Like, I'm not even worried. I'm trying to understand what they're doing here. Their hand is clearly... They threw away the 2 Jolteons. So all that's left is the special charge. And then we have, oh, Okay, now I suddenly see reason to get rid of that weakness. Why did that? What? Oh, because Flareon. I see. I see. Okay. Alright. Looks like something we're going to want to use. So, scrape down. Now, when you take a look at Flareon here, it's got a 1 energy retreat cost. Okay. Oh, that's going to hurt. For each Pokemon in your discard pile. And then they... Ooh, Kukui? Oh, I'm in so much trouble. Okay, Mew EX. Okay, so we don't want that out there. We will Enhanced Hammer, which will get rid of that. We will Trainer's Mail, because we could certainly use more trainers right now. Or at least ways to make this Bunnelby less squishy. Attach that Bunnelby. And then we're going to Lysander out the Flareon, because that's going to prevent them from attacking me this next turn. Ha! That's 3 of their double colorless energy gone. They still have the special charge, but I believe that shuffles it back into the deck. So that's not going to necessarily help them right now. Of course, they're going to put the double colorless back in there. No retreat. What I would love right now is a Versus Seeker. To a Sycamore. What am I getting? In. You know what? I'm fine with that. I'll do an in. I will do an in. Okay, it's getting a little intense here. It's getting pretty close. I've got him really worn down. He's got the double colorless energy though. Okay. I'd be lying if I said this wasn't close. This is going to depend on how lucky I get. There goes another double colorless energy. Please don't draw another one. Ah, they got another one. Alright. So that one was pretty close. I had them down to 6 cards. That was a good game. I wouldn't call it a good deck, but that was a good game. Okay, so in the end we got 2 losses, 1 win. Not a great record, but then again, it's more of a fun trolley deck than a serious deck. Maybe I'll try putting together a Golduck Starmie deck, like the one we just saw, because that looks like it'd be pretty strong. Something I might want to try playing in locals, actually. I think that's something I want. I think that's something I genuinely want to try to build. So maybe I'll build that for next time, or we'll cover Lurantis Blitz next time. But that's all for now, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe to stay tuned for future videos. And until next time, heroes, I'm PojiForce, and you guys, stay awesome. Take care.